Hi, welcome back to my series. And of course, today I will look at USSD and WhatsApp bot. Let's see how we can manage the timing. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so firstly, you need to understand that we have various type of codes with similar or same functionality, right? So the first thing we want to understand is how do you want your code to operate. So of course, we want to understand the behavior on your desired operation. Now we'll be able to advise on which of the options that best fits for your organization. So of course, option one today, we have a general free code which will refer to our dedicated free code, right? So our dedicated free code, you just need to subscribe to it with 2,000 naira and you can use the code. So of course the code is customized to suitable to your organization. This simply means that once the code is dialed, you said welcome to your organization name and so on. But of course your customer will not be able to register themselves using that code, right? You can only register them, but they can dial the code to check their balances and perform any other transactions as you allow them, right? So and of course if you also want them to be able to register under your organization, it's a must that you generate a code for them, right? So that's where it comes. So that's the difference there. So the free one does not allow your customer to register, but of course they can transact if only you have registered them, which of course we have option. We have a custom registration link at the top of your dashboard, which you can share to them. Once they are successfully registered via the link, they can dial the code, right, to transact via the USSD code. Or of course when your staff register them, when you register them yourself, that's the only options where they're able to use the free USSD code to transact, right, successfully, but they are unable to register with the free USSD code, right? So moving forward, if you now want to allow them to be able to register from USSD code, so once you get to your dashboard, you need to get money to your company wallet. So how do you get money to your company wallet? Please transfer to the coronation account number which we have assigned to you. So once you've sent money there, at least it should be not less than 21,000. Of course 20,000 naira will be deducted from it. And where you see a code, because you can see a code that is highlighted there, or where you have this star 7006 star 80. So, right, so every organization does have their own unique code. So basically you won't see the code on your own dashboard. So basically what you do is to hit, you will see generate USSD code. So once you click on it, you give it some few seconds, take about 10 seconds or so to generate your own code instantly. So once your code is being generated, it automatically display that for you today, right? So anyone that dials this code automatically will be given access to register, right? And you have your code. Like I said, you can't share this with your code, and our free USSD code, you can't put it on the flyer to say register or sign up with us via USSD. Of course that will be done, and definitely it won't respond or it won't work for you, for your organization. So if you also want your organization or your customers rather, or prospective customers to be able to register with you via USSD, because it's a mandatory that you generate a substring to allow you to do that. And moving further, of course today we accept custom USSD. So what does this mean? We're able to apply for a unique USSD code, or you're able to purchase for a unique USSD code from us also, and we'll assign same to your dashboard, and same will work similar, right? But unique code can be dedicated and can be shared. That simply means you have a unique code, it can be simpler, shorter, and so on, right? So all of that is very much possible. If you want any of those options, please engage us. And if you also want to start with our free code, please do let us know also. So the first thing we'll do is, I've already registered myself on the platform, so I'm going to be using the free code, right? So this is the free code, right? So the free code is 66-80. Hold a second. Star 80, right? So this is the free code. So of course if I initiate it, I think I've registered, but the account is not active yet. Please hold. Since we're having little network concern. Okay, so you can see say your account is not active. Please contact support. So of course, if any of your customers complain of this, you know what to do. So what to do is to go to your dashboard and get the customer phone number. Very very crucial. Then you go to customer management. You go to pending entry. So please understand the code will give you different message depending on different consign on the code, right? So you can just go ahead and click on activate, right? So these are the details of the person. You can go ahead and click on activate. Then we can try it again, right? So we can try it again. So we can do 776 *80 hash. Then go ahead and hit on send. Okay, so you can see the next error has changed now. So now it's not here. The customer do not have sufficient balance to use the service. This simply means that you've configured your USSD code to be charged. So okay, let's check how much was set. So I'll go to general settings, then I'll go on system settings. On system settings, I'll hit on advanced. Then I'll move closely. Okay, so okay, we have the USSD charge. So the charge simply means that it's 5 naira, right? Okay, and 5 naira. So let's check the minimum balance. Okay, so at least the customer must have at least 600 naira before he can use this code, right? Because the minimum balance is 500 and this and the code it's 5 naira. So of course we can go ahead and credit that. So I still have the phone number copied, so I'll go ahead sort for it. Then not sure of which one is the accurate one. Okay, but I think what I'll just do again, I'll just go ahead and credit 2 of it, so with 1,000 naira. Okay, I'm not sure of which one. Same, I have multiple accounts with one phone number, but I can easily dial the code to understand which name is being displayed. But I think to be on the safer side, just go ahead and credit both. Okay, so that should be all. So I'll revert back to the code section. So on the code section, I'll dial it again, right? Okay, so I'll just dial it again and hit on send. So once I hit on send, okay, so it's letting me know that it's still insufficient. That simply means I credited the wrong organization, which simply it even giving me an easy clue for me to resolve my concern. So I'll go ahead and paste the phone number. I like sorting my phone number anyway. I could actually do that by account number, but I prefer sorting by phone number. But it's not recommended anyway. Account number is unique, except if the customer have multiple accounts. Of course, if you can sort it out, that's fine by you. Then okay, so you can go ahead and but it's beautiful the way we're having this concern, so that you know which of the accounts that work for you. So in case if you have similar issues, so you know that it's a multiple account with the same phone number, right? So of course you can understand that we've created the right account and what hi channel, welcome to Ussd Africa Limited. So please understand, on your own code you say welcome to your organization. Let's say for instance you register on wired banking as pay small, for example, or you register as let me save. So it now say hi channel, welcome to let me save. All right, so it's basically the name you register on wired banking that will be displayed for your own customer, right? It says, please note, 5 naira will apply. So that simply means, if you can see on the settings which we referred to previously, it allows to configure the amount, right? So it's the same amount that they will be seeing, right? So of course, if I go ahead and check my balance, you can see it's less with 5 naira. So of course, I'll just go ahead and hit on one. So of course, once I hit on one, it should be able to let me know my balance. So you can see it's 905 naira. That simply means I have charged this customer for 5 naira for using this service, right? So of course, that's how you can configure. So of course, another concern that you might have it if the customer's account is undone. Okay, I'll just go ahead, copy this account number, and I'll go ahead and put him on restriction, right? Okay, so a restriction, that's your customer restrictions, because it's possible that the customer entered a wrong PIN and he got blocked, right? So of course, if you have similar kind of concerns, so I'll just say block transactions, and I'll say okay, wherever, because of our time. So I'll just go ahead and set. So once I do that, if I try to dial the code again, you can now understand the behavior of the code. So once I dial it, you see it gives me a different response. Okay, so you say your account is currently on hold. Kindly contact customer care. So you can see the message always changed. So of course, if you have a customer who have that complaint, so you can always know what to do. So you can go to the same place you restrict, the same restriction manager, that you can go ahead and do remove, right? So once you remove it from restrictions, once the customer try again. So like I said, if a customer enter wrong PIN, I think up to 4 times, the system automatically block that account, place it on restrictions. So of course, if you have customers that have similar kind of issue, or sometimes if the customer is also created newly, the account might be on PND. So that's the 2 options. So you can say the first said that was an error, and the second allows it to go. So of course, the same thing apply if you want to buy airtime. So buy airtime, I'll just go ahead and press 3. But I'm not sure of my PIN anyway, so that will be unsuccessful. But I'm just trying to walk you through. Then you enter the phone number. On the phone number, they enter the amount, 200 naira. Like I said, I'm not sure of my PIN, so it will be unsuccessful. So I can go ahead and say it's 2020. That's my PIN. So you can see not match, but I'm not trying to let it even just block me. 2, 3, 4. So you can see your account has been blocked due to wrong PIN entry. So you can see it has been blocked. And of course, the same place you remove restrictions, right? So of course, if I refresh here, I should be able to let you. I'll just filter it by the phone number. So you can see only say here, account blocked due to enter of wrong PIN, wherever. So of course, you can see the description of why it was blocked. So you can decide to remove it, right? So I'll just go ahead and teach you the last one. We will not be able to do the WhatsApp banking now. So of course, I'll do a separate video that covers that. So go to customer profile for the customer who have forgotten their PIN. They'll sort it, then go ahead and so now the balance is even 990 because we've dialed the code twice. So okay, so once that is done, then hit on the pen. So on the hit on the pen. So if you look at the top, you can see send reset pin. So I'll just go ahead and hit on send reset pin. Right. So firstly, you need to understand if the person what's it called, XMS is on. If the person agrees to be receiving XMS, because it's very important. If the person did not agree, or the person in XMS is not on, the pin sent will not go through, right? So of course, so it's off, so you cannot turn it on. So it's on. Please understand that once you turn it on, it's on permanently, right? So the same thing, you can also decide to turn on the WhatsApp notification. So of course, I'm just trying to refresh it. Then okay, let me just go back. Okay, so refresh here. Then once you are sure that it's on, then you just go ahead and hit on reset pin. So allow it some couple of seconds. It will drop in your phone and also in the email, and in the phone as XML, also as an email to the customer, right? So you can also use his pin to perform transactions. So these are the different kinds of code. Okay, let me see if I can refresh to on the previous one. So of course you can always see me that okay, let's hit on the dashboard. So if you remember what I said, and what I always use is *77080. So I didn't put the 6, right? So